Now, in other news, just days after Russia's attack on Ukraine, U.S. President Joe Biden gave his annual State of the Union address to the American people.
He used the opportunity to ask congressional support for from domestic programs, which include combating opioid addiction and rebuilding U.S. manufacturing.
However, he also prioritized the battle for a free Ukraine. Voice of America correspondent Jessica Stone reports from Washington, D.C.
Hello from Washington. President Joe Biden has wrapped up his first State of the Union address to the nation. It was an evening speech on Tuesday, and one in which he took the opportunity to point to what he feels are the successes of the preceding year and point to the challenges of the next year. But that Russian invasion into Ukraine last week certainly changed the message from this White House. There was clear, broad, bipartisan support in Congress for U.S. action in Ukraine. And at one point, the Ukrainian ambassador to the United States stood to be recognized and received a hug from the First Lady. As you know, Indonesia and Singapore have taken the lead in Asia in condemning this invasion, but so far, only South Korea and Singapore have decided to sanction Russia for its actions. President Biden said dictators must pay a price for their aggression, otherwise they cause more chaos, and he made clear that unity creates the conditions for that price.
We see the unity among leaders of nations, a more unified Europe, a more unified West. We see unity among the people who are gathering in cities and large crowds around the world, even in Russia, to demonstrate their support for the people of Ukraine. In the battle between democracy and autocracies, democracies are rising to the moment.
At the same time as the White House is focused on rolling back the expansionist ambitions of Moscow, it's also signaling its support for Taiwan by sending a delegation to visit there Tuesday. As you know, Beijing believes Taiwan is a breakaway province. And while President Biden didn't mention the island specifically, he did cast Beijing as a strategic competitor and pledged to reshore U.S. manufacturing and invest in America's future.
Make more cars and semiconductors in America. More infrastructure and innovation in America. More goods moving faster and cheaper in America. More jobs where you can earn a good living in America. Instead of relying on foreign supply chains, let's make it in America.
A China Foreign Ministry spokesperson said on Tuesday that Washington should remember its promise to abide by the One China policy or risk undermining U.S.-China relations. Back to you.
Well, domestic manufacturing was largely his prescription for fighting inflation. Biden introduced his broader economic agenda with a call to make more stuff in the U.S. and to use the federal government's purchasing power to support those American-made goods. And this seg led into a litany of briefly visited agenda items, such as allowing Medicare to negotiate prescription drug prices and cutting the cost of childcare for working-class families so that more women could return to the paid workforce, establishing a 15% minimum corporate tax rate, and supporting the Labor Strengthening PRO Act. Well, in theory, it's good, but we should hope that it's not just merely a lip service, which Democrats are known for.
Oh, well, after you said that, anyways, we can say that, I'm pretty sure Shafira also can say that, and also you did. It seems that, when Biden was talking about his economic agenda, he's very upbeat about it, right?